Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more videos on lesson content.
Got no place to be, got no place to go. Come hang out with me on the Mr. Flanders Show.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Flanders here, back at it with some more reading mastery. If you take a look, we are going to start with story 74 today. And I say, let's just dive right in. Now, if you remember, the last story had Sandy coming face to face with Big Bill after she went to go tell the police what she found. So, let's take a look. Back to the shed. Sandy saw that Big Bill was the big man who had stopped her outside the shed. She shouted, "That's one of the men who was stealing the TV sets. That's him." She told the cop that Big Bill had stopped her outside the shed. Big Bill looked very mean. He said, "What's that girl talking about? I think she's nuts." Sandy said, "No, I'm not nuts. That is one of the men." Big Bill said, "I don't know what she is talking about. I never saw her before, and I don't know anything about a shed with a red train car in it." "Yes, you do," Sandy said. The cop said, "Well, why don't we all take a walk down the tracks and find out who is lying?" So they all walked down the tracks to the shed. When they came near the shed, Sandy could see a big white truck at one end of the shed. She said, "That must be their truck. The crooks must be inside the shed, loading the truck." Big Bill gave Sandy a mean look. More to come. All right. So far, story 74 sounds pretty good, but it also sounds, I don't know, it sounds a little heavy. A little heavy, guys. So after you're done listening to this video of me reading the story, remember, the expectation is you're going back and reading to mom, dad, brother, sister, grandma, grandpa, whoever you have around you, you are reading this story with them, okay? And then don't forget we have the worksheet that goes along with this. So let me go ahead and get this out of the way here. Put that right there. And I apologize if you hear my dogs eating in the background. I'm working at my kitchen table again this morning. Jensen is sleeping in his crib, and I didn't want to risk waking him up. Alright, oh, that's still a little blurry. Let me grab something real quick to fix this. Guys, there are Bionicles all over my tables, Hero Factory, Legos. It's crazy. So I'm trying to move all of this stuff to get an extra book so I can put this up a little bit more so you guys can see it better. There we go. Not so blurry now. All right. So this is worksheet 74. There is a side 1 and a side 2. If you're working on it right now as we're going over the story, that's great. If not, that's fine too. Remember, you can pause the video if you need to work on a question a little bit longer, or if you want to, have the question repeated. That's entirely fine. But for now, let's go ahead and jump back into this. Question number 1: Who counted the cars on every train? Okay, was it the cop, a teacher, or Sandy? Okay, question number 2. Big Bill looked very blank. Well, he looked very neat, very meal, very mean, or very meat? Number 3. Where did the cop take Sandy and the others? To the blank. He took him to the shed, the store, the shed, or the town? And then number 4, what did they see outside the shed? They saw a white truck, a red truck, a white truck. Oh, I'm sorry, they said white trunk. My apologies, guys. So white trunk, red truck, white truck, or a train car. And then number 5, what were the men loading into the truck? They were loading TV sets, train cars, tracks, or trunks. And then number 6, was Big Bill happy? What do you guys think? Was there any point in the story where Sandy or the officer said that he looked happy? Alright, let's go ahead and move this up now and look at these bottom questions here. As you can see, you've got this sentence right here, and it says, Jan sold her bike to Pam. Okay, so question number 1, or sentence number 1, says to circle the word that tells who sold the bike. So look in this sentence here and circle who sold the bike. Number 2, make a line under the word that tells who Jan sold the bike to. And then number 3, make a box under the word to. Alright, those are some pretty straightforward instructions. I'm going to go ahead and flip to side 2 for now. Remember, if you need to, pause the video. Okay. Look at the picture on page 196 of your reader. Who has her arm out? What is the man in the shed holding? And is the back of the truck open? Well, you know what, guys? As I had the book open, I forgot to show you the picture that went along with the story. So I'm going to do it right now. And this might help you answer some of the other questions in the other part of the page. So, here, let's see if we can get those questions on. There we go. Okay. So here's the, stop it. There we go. So here's the picture that goes along with the story we just read. And remember, number 1 says, who has her arm out? So make sure you're looking in this picture here to see who has their arm out. And then number 2, what is the man in the shed holding? And then number 3, is the back of the truck open? Okay, there is that for you. Take another second, keep looking at this picture. If you're working on this in the packet, you should already have this picture, so you should have the answers already. If you're working on this in Google Classroom, the page with this picture should also be in there as well. So I'm going to pull this out of the way, put this right there, and let's go ahead and jump to this last part of our worksheet. It says, Jane worked at a pet shop. One day, a man came to the pet shop with a big truck. The man said, Jane, load this truck with pets. Jane said, I can load that truck with pets very fast. The man did not think that she could load it very fast. But Jane did it. She loaded the truck with 1 pet elephant. So, let's go ahead and look at these last 4 questions. Number 1, who worked at the pet shop? Number 2, a man came to the pet shop with a big blank. Number 3, what did the man want in the truck? And then number 4, did Jane load the truck very fast? Wow, that dog is just eating that food over there. Calm down. All right, so I'm going to read those questions one more time. Who worked at the pet shop? A man came to the pet shop with a big blank. What did the man want in the truck? And did Jane load the truck very fast? All right, guys, I'm going to start winding down story 74 and lesson 74. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please reach out to me on Dojo, over Flipgrid, Messenger Pigeon, get a tin can and a string, whatever you got to do to get me those questions, because I am here to help. Otherwise, I'm going to get going, and I will see you guys in the next lesson. Catch you all later. Stay safe.